chica. Come let you go. Good evening. Good evening, my beautiful people. How are we all doing? I hope everybody is doing well. Let me see who's on. In case you see me turning, please, can you just let me know that you can hear me? Looking at the comments. If you're watching, you can hear me. Let me go on Facebook and share this on my Facebook profile for my page, because I want to make sure that you can hear me loud and clear. How is everybody doing? So if I'm turning this way, it's because I want to just share it. I want to share the link on my Facebook page so we can get more people here. Finally, beautiful queen. Yes, you are good, so you can hear me. Good evening, Fantasia. Thank you, girl. What do you mean finally? I'm only 5 minutes, you know. They said fashionably late, and today I wanted to come just as a queen, the queen that I am, because today is so important to me. So I wanted to make sure that I show up for all my warriors. I'm here for you today. Let me share this. Please, can you help me share? Fanta, please help me share this link on your page. So please help me share. I am trying to share this on my page as well. Share. If you're watching, please share so we can have more people, because today's topic is so just so important to me, and I want to make sure people are able to really get the message that I have. So please share. And Fantasia, I'm gonna need you please to help be a moderator. So please just be on the lookout for any unnecessary things, and also to just be reminding people to share. Can you imagine? I'm looking for my own live stream to share. Can you imagine that I am looking for my own live stream to share? Okay, I've seen myself. Right now, let me share it. Sometimes this internet won't let somebody be great. It just won't let you, this network. All right, share. We're sharing publicly. So that is being shared on my page. So you aren't on Facebook. I am on Facebook now because I've just shared it from my page. I am on my page, not my profile. So yeah, just in case you're wondering, I am on my Facebook page, my professional page, not my regular profile. So please refresh. Fantasia, please refresh and let me know, because sometimes it can be a bit slow. So let me know. I can see you watching from YouTube, and I've shared it. So please, if you're watching, help me share. How is everyone doing? If I'm running this way, please, I'm not being rude. It's because my laptop's here and there's some things I want to share with you, you know. Because as I say, the topic we're discussing today, that's why I came in my red. I came in my red because today we're talking about sickle cell. And if you know me, you know I am an advocate. I am a warrior. So I suffer from the condition myself. SS, just in case you want to know my genotype. I'm not ashamed of it. I am SS. So I'm a warrior. I'm an advocate. I also have my own nonprofit foundation, the Dora Foundation. And you might be watching it from the Warriors Club, which is the Dora Foundation's Facebook, pay club, so group for anybody, whether you are a sufferer, you are a parent, you are just somebody that has an interest, medical professional, that is a space, a page that I created, a group where we can share what is going on, things that are relating to that. And the Dora Foundation will be doing different things, which I will talk about as we go on. And truthfully, I am looking forward to the guest that we have today. I am truly looking forward to our special guest today. I say every time I say special guest, but trust me, this one, he is so inspirational, and I can't wait. Please let me know if you are able to see me on Facebook. Please, Fantasia, if you're watching, you're able to see me. It says, are you live on your foundation group? Yes, I am. It's called the Warriors Club. So I am live on there as well. Because this is, it's all about sickle cell. And so for all those that are part of the group as well, I want this message to get out there. This is, important. And for anybody that doesn't know, we are in September. And September is Sickle Cell Awareness Month. It says you ain't not on your page at all. No, I am also on my page. I'm on my page. I'm on my YouTube, and I am on the Dora Foundation's, the Warriors Club group. So I am on 3 places right now. You are only on your personal and fundraising group. I am on the group. I'm also on my one. Just refresh it, because I had to share it to my own personal one from my professional one, because that is not connected to my stream. So it's just my professional that is connected. So I've had to go onto my own page. I couldn't find it at first. Refresh it, because I couldn't find it at first, but I had to share it from there because I can't. Yeah. But it should be on, because that's where I shared it onto my own page, because my personal page is not connected to my stream yet. So I had to share it from my Miriam K professional page to my profile. Yeah, but yeah, just refresh and on my laptop and page. Well, nope, you share from personal page. No. Sure, because it's not connected at all. It's not even on my stream yet, so I can't even go direct from here. But anyways, we'll sort that out later. So hello everyone, and Ami, I can see Amike says hello. Hello, Amike. How are you doing? Thank you for joining. And of course, Fanta's always here. Thank you so much. And she's having some issues finding me on Facebook. But please, Amike, also, can you check on Facebook, make sure I'm there so you can share it as well. And so you can, if you can find it on my MK where I'm wearing the black, and share it. But anyways, I don't want to go back and forth forever. I hope everybody's doing well. How's your week been? How's your weekend going? And as I say, today is a very important power hour for me, because this is what makes me who I am. We're part of who I am, which is very important to me. If you don't know, September is Sickle Cell Awareness Month, and this is an opportunity for us to be able to raise awareness about sickle cell. And sickle cell is sickle cell is a condition, is an inherited genetic condition that affects so many people. It is actually the most common genetic disorder, especially amongst Black and people of African and Caribbean mostly. And the reason being is because it originates from mosquito like malaria. So basically, sickle cell came about to help our body develop, some sort of defense against malaria. But no, our body decided, oh, let's bring something worse than that. But actually, back then, malaria used to be such a killer, you know. Malaria used to not have treatment whatsoever. So it was such a killer back then. So as a result, our body gets to a point where it naturally it develops a defense against certain illnesses, certain diseases. So sickle cell came about as a result. But it ended up now we have treatments and a cure for malaria. However, we don't have it now for sickle cell. So it's very crazy the way it's worked out, but at the end of the day, it is what it is, and we can't change our genetics. Well, not yet anyway. There are a lot of people working on changing our genetics, but we haven't gotten to a point where sickle cell has a cure. So still, there are still kids being born, with sickle cell disease. And how sickle cell comes about, this is the bit where I need to share pages with you. Okay. Because I want to really break it down to how it affects. We always have to use every opportunity to educate people. It's not to put you off, but basically to just give you more awareness about these things so you are more prepared. I am not one of those people that says, oh my God, don't marry anybody that's even has that gene that's close to it. No, I am not one of those people. I am just one of those people that's like, be prepared, be prepared, know your genotype. And if you are going to be with somebody, know their genotype as well. So that way, whatever happens, right, you are prepared. And that is what I believe in anyway. I'm going to share. Cancel. I'm going to share my page with you just so I can kind of give you an idea of how our genotypes work and how we go about having sickle cell, how we inherit it from our parents. It's just like we inherit all sort of genes, from our parents. Let me share my screen with you. So if I can't, give me a second, let me share my screen with you because I want to really be able to break this down. All right, so let's share screen. Share screen. Windows. Yep. All right. So let me zoom in. This here is our genetic gene. So this is how our genotype works, right? Let me go on to. This is how our genotype works. So if you see here, right, you have one sickle cell gene. If you have one, so sickle cell gene is a faulty gene. If you carry one of those faulty genes from a parent, you then are a carrier, right? You are a carrier, meaning you have one normal gene and one faulty gene. That is AS. You are a carrier, right? And then another parent can be a carrier as well. This is how I got sickle cell. So I'm explaining it to you from my point of view. So both my parents are carriers. This is them at the top, right? And can you guess which one is me? Can you take a wild guess? Which one of these lucky 4 people is me? The one that decided to take both faulty genes. And this is me. So I took the faulty gene from my mom. Love you, mom. I took the faulty gene from my dad. Love you, dad. And this is me. So taking each faulty gene from each parent made me have SS, because each of my parents AS, AS. And I took S from my mom, S from my dad. And I decided, whoop, whoop, I am going to have SS. I make light of those things because, I am that kind of person. That's how I do things. It is very serious. So you have 2 parents that are carriers. You can have 3 different outcomes. You can have a child that has no faulty gene whatsoever. So they don't have a sickle cell, any sickle gene, which is my sister. And then you can have a child that has 1 faulty gene, 1 normal gene, which is my brother. And then you have the other child that decides, I have both faulty genes. This is me in the end. So in my family, we literally have everything. Whatever you're looking for, you can have. We have in our own genetic tree. But that is just the beginning of it, right? But a lot of people think when you have a child that's had both of those faulty genes, oh my God, it's the end of the world. Life is finished. My own don't finish. Oh God, I am going to be truthful with you. It is not easy at all to live with this condition. It is not something that is easy. It is a journey, and my guest is going to also talk about his own journey. But through that journey, I have learned so much. I have learned to appreciate life. I have learned to have gratitude. I have learned to really value time, because when you come close to losing your life several times, you get to learn the value of life and time and waking up. While other people chase materialistic things in life, I just chase happiness. For me, just having the simple things in life, waking up, not being in pain, that for me is what makes me who I am. And as much as the crazy thing about sickle cell, one of our symptoms is like weakness and all of that. But as much as we may have physical weakness, but we have psychological and emotional strength to another level, because you learn to go through things from a very young age. I had to decide, should I go and play and then be in pain, or should I just keep playing and go and do my homework? As a child, I had to make decisions that adults have to. I have to think of everything I'm going to do. I have to plan things out in advance. I can't just go with the flow, because for me, if I'm going out, I have to make sure I've got my water, because being dehydrated can end me in hospital. I have to make sure I'm dressed for the weather. If it's too hot, we can get a crisis. If it's too cold, we can get a crisis. If you are too stressed, you can get a crisis. If you are too happy, you can get a crisis. So sickle cell is that kind of condition that it needs you to be right in the middle, not this way, not that way. You go this way, you can get sick. You go that way, you can get sick. Literally, it is as simple as that. I can get an infection that somebody will get a cold, you cough 2-3 days, it's fine. But for me, it can end up being a chest infection that lands me in hospital. But through this journey, I have learned to appreciate the small things in life. I have learned to value life and to make sure I value those around me. I've also learned to chase my dreams, and I have learned that in each of us, something special is within each and every one of us. It doesn't matter who you are, where you come from, what gender you are, what this. You just need to find that. We all have that within us. Because when you are left physically powerless, you have to find another way to exert that power. You have to find another way to be able to stand out of the crowd. You have to find it from an early age. You know, when I was in school, I would have friends like, oh, please, you know, when it comes to PE, nobody wants me in their team. No, no, no. If they're picking teams, I'll be the last one in the corner, like, is anybody gonna pick me? But again, somehow God had a way of balancing things, and I ended up having just really good memory. I ended up being able to use my brain and being able to do things I couldn't do physically, but intellectually, I knew that's where my strength lie. And I needed to just work on my strength and realize that, you know, excuses, I can give excuses forever, but there's always going to be, you will always, it doesn't matter your circumstances. If you want excuses, you'll be able to find them. It's up to you, really, what you want. Do you want to use excuses, or do you want to just find a way? And for me, my choice was to find a way. Find a way to stand out. Find a way to find what makes you happy. Find what makes you you. Because you're Miriam, you can never be anybody else. And find a way to overcome these things, these obstacles that you face. There is always a way. You just have to find it. If you're truly passionate, you will find that way, you know. So what I want to also, let's talk about like the symptoms of sickle cell. Let me share my page again with you, my screen with you, because I want to show you what the symptoms. Not to cancel. Let me show you what the symptoms are. And so just to kind of, for us to have better understanding about this, because sometimes people may feel like when you don't understand, you may feel like somebody is making something up, which is not the case, but it's lack of understanding and awareness that causes people to think that. They may think, oh my God, this person is just making things up. But that's not always the case, you know. So this is from the NHS. So this is from the NHS. Let me go on to it so I can show you some of the symptoms that we, you know, have to deal with when it comes to having sickle cell, you know. So this is some of our symptoms. Say people born with sickle cell tend to have problems from early childhood. Although some children have few symptoms and lead normal life most of the time. The main symptoms of sickle cell disease are painful and what's called sickle cell crisis, which can be very severe and last up to a week. And sometimes it can be more, depending on an increased risk of serious infections, anemia. You know, so these are just some of the symptoms we can experience. And this is the causes. If both parents have the gene, there's a 1 in 4 chance of each child they have been born with sickle cell. So sometimes the thing is, when people think, right? So what some people think, let me go back. Some people feel like, okay, if they say 1 in 4 chance, This means if I have 4 kids, if I have 4 kids, then I maybe, so yeah, so some people feel like when they say there's 1 in 4 chance of, your child having sickle cell, so if both parents have the gene, people feel like, okay, if I have 4 kids, then one of them will have it. No, that cycle starts all over for every child. So if you have, for each pregnancy, there's a 1 in 4 chance, because sometimes people get it confused and feel like, okay, if I have 4 kids, only one of them will have it. No, you can have 4 kids that all 4 of them can have sickle cell. And Lord Jesus, I pray there isn't anybody out there dealing with that, because having one alone is already, stressful enough. But that is how it is. And in terms of managing and treating sickle cell, right now, right, as far as we know, on the date of this live stream, right, there isn't a cure of yet. We are praying for that. Obviously, that is what we want. So we are praying that there will be a cure. But for now, as far as we know, there isn't yet. So, but there are ways that you can manage it. So these are ways of treating or managing the condition. People still need treatment throughout their lives. So this is why there are days that I'm fine and there are days that I cannot get out of bed. It just depends on how I'm feeling, and it's different for everyone. There are people that don't, but like me, my one has been severe since I was a child, but everybody is different. When my guest gets here, we will talk about how he experiences his one. So ways of managing, drinking plenty of fluids, staying warm to prevent painful episodes, taking painkillers such as paracetamol, ibuprofen, and stronger painkillers, daily antibiotics, and having regular vaccination to reduce your chances of getting an infection. This is very important, and I will come to it. This is important. You see where it says daily antibiotics? When we come to the petition right now that I would need your help signing, you understand why this daily antibiotics is very, very important. And there are medicine like hydroxycarbamide, which I have been on hydroxyurea. They don't work so much for me, but I am on regular blood transfusion exchange. And sometimes as well, emergency, you can require blood transfusion if you have like anemia. So as far as we know right now, these are a treatment as for now. We praying, of course, that things will change down the line. So what am I trying to get at? Or what do I want you to do? This entire month is Sickle Cell Awareness Month. How can you help? You're watching this, you're thinking, okay, it's all good and well, but I don't have it. I don't have it in my family, I don't have it. But how can I help? One way you can help, educating yourself. The whole point is to raise awareness, because there are so many stigmas and labels that are in our community about sickle cell. When I was young in Africa, they've accused me of witchcraft. All sort of things I've gone through as a result of something that I didn't even understand. So having a better understanding will change things a lot. And then another thing you can do, like myself, there are some people that are on medications like hydroxyurea to manage. But for me personally, I am on regular blood transfusion. So if you really think it of like, I want to help, how can I help? You can donate blood. If you live in the UK, I know under the NHS, you can donate blood. It helps. Every 6 weeks, I get blood exchange and I receive 8 liters of blood. And they're not all coming from one person. So you donating blood is going to help. There are such shortage of blood donation from ethnic minority, and it is really, really needed. I will put the link for the HS blood donor, put it there and see how you can do. Another thing you can do is support organizations that are helping people with sickle cell. Like in the UK, we have Sickle Cell Society. I know America, they have one there. We have some that I have, worked with in Nigeria. And for myself, I have my own non-profit, which is the Dora Foundation, where right now we are providing free medication, monthly supply of medication for about 80 patients. 80 patients. We are doing that. We are doing workout their outreach program. We also offer free testing, so you can find out your genotype before we register anybody or give them any medication and anything. We have to confirm that they do have sickle cell, because sometimes in Africa the test can come out very, very, very inaccurate. I have gone through that. When I was young, my baby, my mom went to get me tested. He said, "Oh, she's only a carrier." So she had a peace of mind and came over to the UK only to find out later I wasn't. So be careful of that and make sure, and also find out your genotype. It's not about being scared or, oh my God, this, but when you can prepare. I'm not saying don't go and be with this. If you avoid anybody, if you're a carrier, completely avoid another person. I know love happens, you understand? Love, we can find love in all sort of places, but being prepared and knowing the journey you are about to embark on, it helps a lot for you to be prepared physically, psychologically, financially, depending on where you are. It doesn't even matter where you are financially, because I'm not going to lie to you. If my mom was watching this, she would tell you how much she has spent to make sure that I'm still alive today. And for that, I'm so grateful for. A guest was here, and then I don't know the network or so. Yeah, so my mom will tell you that how much she has had to sacrifice for me to be here today and be with you, being able to breathe, be with you, in this form. It hasn't been easy. I have had friends that I've lost. In 2018, I lost 2 of my friends that I knew from, a young age. And it is something that is so, it's very difficult to deal with, watching somebody around you that you grow up together and then all of a sudden they're no more. It's so hard, and to this day, sometimes when I feel like I don't have the strength to keep going, I think about them, because they don't have the life to be here anymore. They never got a chance to get married, have a family, and God has given me that. And I am so grateful. But still, it doesn't make it any easy. Having to talk to my kids, having to let my kids understand that, mommy is not well, mommy needs to go. The number of times my kids have had to, it's so normal to them now to have an ambulance come to the house, and that should not be anything that's normal for a child. But I'm just so grateful to have kids that are so intelligent and have this understanding and love, and they just want to protect me. But not everybody has that. And I always say I've been so blessed, and I just wish everybody can be like that, because nobody thought I was going to be able to have kids. And through the power of God, I was able to, and watch them grow, because so many people don't get that opportunity, and I'm grateful for that. And I am grateful even more so for my guest, because he has gone through a lot, and he's gone through such an inspirational journey. I've known him for a couple of years now, and I am so, like, It's hard because when it comes to sickle cell, you form these friendships and bond with people that you don't know. If you're gonna wake up tomorrow and there's gonna be RIP next to their name, I'll never forget one of my friends. I'll never forget coming onto Facebook and seeing RIP next to her name. As she was preparing for her wedding, I'll never forget. And may their soul rest in peace. Because I wish they could be here today to speak their story, to talk about their journey. You're the one I've known since I was a teenager. And the day I found out she was gone, I literally froze. My mom was with me. I dropped my laptop. I was like, no, Mom, no. No, Mom, no. No. My mom didn't even know what was wrong. I was just screaming. No. So it's so hard when you meet in hospital, you meet these people you develop a bond with. So imagine every time going to bed and thinking you don't know who is going to have RIP next to their name. You know, it is so hard. But I'm going to put myself together. I'm going to get my guest because this is not just about educating, but also I know wherever they are, they're looking down and they would want us to celebrate their lives, the time they spent here. And I hope and pray that they're no longer in pain. I just pray that they're no longer in pain, and wherever they are in peace. They are resting at peace because it is not easy. And everybody knows me for being bubbly, everything, but I have to think about these things. I have to think, what would happen one day if my kids wake up and I'm not here? How do you prepare them for that? You don't know which crisis might be your last. But this is the life we have to live through. You don't know. You know, you don't know. I am grateful. Don't get it twisted. I am beyond grateful for every day. And I'm grateful for all of you. And please share this stream. I'm grateful for each and every one of you. And I'm grateful for all my warriors that keep fighting on. There's a reason you are called a warrior, because every day we have to fight a battle. And for every day that we go to bed and wake up, we have conquered another day. And that alone is a blessing. So I'm gonna get my guest in. Thank you all so much. Please share the stream. And this is just me being real, you know. I am strong, don't get me wrong, but these are the things that I have to, all of us that warriors, we have to cope with them. It's just like a warrior. Every day you go out there to fight a battle, you don't know the day that you're not going to come back. And you're fellow warriors need to watch that. Even today, I went on one of the sickle cell pages and I saw another young boy that has RIP, and I'm like, how many more RIPs are we going to have? How many RIPs do we need to have next to people's names, you know? How many families? Because when this happens, it's not one person is affecting. It's affecting an entire community, an entire family that have gone to love this person, and I have to let them go. But I know whatever the reason we're here for a purpose. So let me get my guest in. His name is JayBarry BlessedChild, and the name suits him perfectly. He is a warrior indeed. He has overcome so much, so much. And I'm so proud of him. And I look up to him, and seeing him fighting and his positive outlook to life. It just gives me so much courage to keep going. So let's welcome to the stream. Good evening. Good evening. Oh, you came dressed for the occasion.
I did. Good evening, Miriam. How are you?
I'm well. Sorry, I'm just breaking. You know what we have to go through, but I'm so happy to have you here. Please introduce
Can you
yourself
hear
to
me?
the audience and tell us a bit about yourself and your journey. Is it me or Jay? Can you hear me? Okay. I think you're all right now. You're okay.
I am. How
All
you
right,
been?
everybody, please bear with us. You know, now Africa Network, that's why we all need to go and invest back home. Exactly. Yeah, please tell us about yourself, a bit about yourself and your journey, your inspiring journey. Just summarize. I know it's a lot.
It is. It is quite. Good evening, everyone. Hope I'm audible enough. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. So, good evening, everyone. The name is Japhet Ezekiel Mechibi. Actually, but I go by JayBarry BlessedChild, and I'm 32. Uh, I'm a sickle cell warrior, a rap artist, a motivational speaker, writer, songwriter, and many more things positive. And well, thank you so much for the invite, Mario. It's actually an honor and a pleasure to be here to share my story alongside the.
Yeah, your story is a very inspiring one. I know, it was a couple of years ago. It was actually through a blogger who talked about you. And I was like, oh my God, I have to reach out. Because I was just so like, wow, seeing like your positive outlook to life and everything. I was just like, I need to reach out and see what I can do. So that's how we got to know each other. But how did you find out like you have sickle cell? At what age? I know everybody found that at a different time. Were you a child when you found out you had sickle cell?
Please, guys, bear with us. Network is always on and off. You know how it is.
Oh, we know now, Africa. This is what
In Africa.
invent.
Yeah. Yeah. So, like I said, his name is Japhet Ezekiel Mechibi. I'm 32. Warrior, super warrior, super strong, super special warrior. That is how I see myself. And my journey battling with sickle cell, it's been quite tough, but it's been really, really amazing. It's been really inspirational. It has exposed me to a lot in life where um, I know the future is really bright. Yeah, I've had my own fair share of sickle cell complications, the fight and all that, but we give glory to God Almighty that we are here. I never thought I was going to make it up to 32. You know, growing up, they say you wouldn't make it past 15. At some point, they will say 18, 20. But
21.
you know, and that
Right.
is how we keep going because we don't believe in the doctor's report or whatever science says. We trust in our God Almighty who has kept us, who created us.
Yeah.
He saw it and he allowed it happen that we are going to come like this. And one thing I always say is I don't blame anyone for what I'm going through. I love my parents. I love myself because they got married way back, and we can't blame them because they didn't know. They
Mhm.
actually didn't know. But in a present time like this, if I hear of sickle cell births and I'm like, gosh, not again.
It is. It's
Where
always
are we?
heartbreaking to hear. Yeah.
Yeah, where are we headed? Well, I'm glad that awareness right now is coming up, and many more foundations out there are coming out with the fight and many more bodies. We just pray that as we proceed, a cure will come for this. So back to me, I pretty had a beautiful life growing up. I was diagnosed at age 6 with sickle cell, and if I can clearly remember, ever since my brain developed to that stage where you can feel pain, you know that you feel pain, you can detect it, you can perceive it that something is wrong. I have been through I've known pain since that age. Let's say I've known what pain is since that age. And I thank God that despite the fight, despite the battle, I am still here kicking and I am still doing good. So I believe I'm winning the fight. I went to primary school, of course, in and out of hospital experiences with crisis. You know how it is.
Yep.
Graduated secondary, down to the university psychology 400 level. But my worst experience struck in October 2014, just when I was about to graduate from the university. That was when everything changed for me. That was when everything changed for me. That today I'm on crutches due to the complications I suffered battling sickle cell, but I've never let it deter me. I always tell warriors before I start any talk show, I always want to remind our warriors out there that it is not a death sentence, and we want to make the public know that it is not a disease. Stop seeing us like diseased humans. It is not a disease, it's a blood
Condition.
disorder. It's a
Exactly.
blood, yeah. So if you're out there watching, it is not a disease, it is not contagious, it's a blood condition, a blood disorder. All right. We are slightly different, but very special. One thing I know of everywhere out there is we are very intelligent. God has blessed us with, He has blessed us with so much intelligence. And any warrior watching right now will be smiling when I hear hearing this, because that is just the fact. I may miss school for a whole long period of time, but no matter when I return, my exams I always ace them. And every warrior out there, I know you know that God has given you that brain. So do not see yourself like a liability. Right, rather rise above your condition,
Yeah.
rise above what you've grown to know what sickle cell is. Do not see it as a limiting factor. There is power in what you have, because sickle cell has actually taught me to be really strong, bold, tough, and courageous. And I'm glad that I am still here preaching it out there. It is not a death sentence, and we are here in the fight to encourage ourselves, to encourage other warriors, and draw helping hands to come join us in this fight. so we can have a generation free of sickle cell births. So
And
that's
indeed,
that.
as you're saying, you see, I'm smiling as well. So when I was in sixth form, right? So I will be missing school for like weeks or so, and my mom will be
Yeah.
pulling my head off here, like, I'm so worried. Miriam has been in hospital, and you know what he said to my mom, one of my teachers, like, he said, Miss Bangura, we're more worried about the ones here than Miriam, because she will come and she'll be ahead of everybody. Like, that is
That's
just a
just the blessing.
testament to how we are, and our
Yeah,
strength and our ability. And that is one thing. I've never met somebody who wasn't intelligent. It's crazy. I don't know if they've
it
ever
is.
done research on it, but I actually haven't. It's like there's one thing is that God takes something and gives you something else. Have you
You
ever heard that? Yeah.
exactly,
And I feel
exactly.
like that is like God takes your sight, but then maybe your other senses will be strengthened. And I feel like with sickle cell, that may be
The
not
case.
physical strength, but we have the intellectual strength. But besides all of that, I know we've all gone through tough times. Like in Africa, I spent my early childhood there. How is it like dealing with stigmas and labeling and all of these things that people have to say? Like, deal with that? Have you dealt with that? Have you experienced that? And how do you deal with that?
Okay. First things first. I've been faced with a major case of stigmatization, of discrimination. Um, I've pretty much done well. I've pretty much taught myself to be outspoken, because those that stigmatize us, they are ignorant. They're not.
Yep. Jay, can you hear me? Guys, as you know, we are trying to go international. But all these things are not easy, technology. But yeah, I know he will come back. It will refresh itself. But we're waiting for his network. One of the things that I really have to talk to people about, this whole thing of stigmatizing people and having a good understanding. You are pointing fingers at somebody, you are saying certain things. For example, I mentioned in the beginning, when I was a child, not my family, thank God, not my family or anything, but like neighbors, passerbys, there were people that really kept going on. It was witchcraft. I needed to confess. Confess to what? 6-year-old child. I didn't even know what witchcraft was. And here I am being asked to confess. And those are one of the things that we need to stop. We need to stop. I have been made to feel so bad by so-called religious people saying, oh, you need faith. You need God. Your faith is not strong enough. That's why. This is talking about. When you're doing these things, you don't understand the impact that it has on somebody. When I was pregnant with my twins in hospital, a midwife told me I was selfish. Why would I want to bring kids into this world when I know I'm like this? I was selfish. And I am so grateful to God. My kids, my twins, they are 5 years of age right now. Not one thing has ever gone on with them. Anybody who knows me, hands down, I'll give my life for my kids. But somebody just put me in a box. Why? Because she saw on a piece of paper, I've got sickle cell. So that means I wasn't gonna be a good mom. No, my kids have been with me since the day they were born. It's been me, my husband, and our family. My family. you know, that's been here supporting. Not not anyone. So, but I was judged just based on something I can't control. We need to stop these things. Jay is back. Let me add him onto the stream so he can continue what he was saying about stigmatization and all of that discrimination.
Yeah.
Thanks.
All right. Like I said, I can't really recall any major stigmatization that I've gone through, but I can think the one I can clearly remember is in while I was in secondary school when it was time for, I think, prefectship or something. I know it was my health condition. They considered that I wasn't given a post or something like that. But I didn't feel bad because I still went ahead to be a class rep and I was good with that. I was okay with that. But thanks to God, I've not faced any. But this is an information to the public. Please stop. You do not know what we go through. The pain is undefined, and the psychological trauma is something else. You do not want to cause more pain to what we're already dealing with. Please stop. Get informed. Get informed. Ask questions. Stop the stigmatization because we are humans too. We breathe the same air you breathe. We have blood in our veins, and we were created by the same God. All right, so we are special beings, and trust me, in times to come, we'll have super warriors who I believe will hold positions in government and will do great. And I have that faith in us so
Yeah.
much. So please, public, stop the stigmatization. You might be sending someone to an early grave. Please stop it. Stop it. Stop the why are you always sick? Are you the only sickle cell warrior? You're always sick. This, that. Please stop it. Rather be
Oh
encouraging.
my
You
God,
show
you're in pain again. Oh, I guess you can't come. Ah,
you
it went
guys.
off like that. People don't even invite me to stop because they're like, oh, she's going to say she's sick. They don't
They,
understand what we have to
they
deal with
don't.
on a days, you know?
So we really need to work hard to inform them
Yeah. This is why
the
it's
issue of
very,
stigmatization.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
definitely
yeah, yeah.
is. So besides sickle cell self, we know sickle cell comes with pain, but most of the time we also have other complications, that health complications that can come about as a result of sickle cell or linked to what other like complications have you gone through, that have been caused maybe by sickle cell. I
Network.
know some people have had hip replacement, like there's so much that people with sickle cell have gone through. Jay, can you still hear me? Yeah, yeah. There you go. All right, loading. Please, guys, just be patient with us. We will get through this. We don't want to keep you too long. We want to keep it, short and sweet. So just be patient. We'll get there. I just wanted to know because when it comes to sickle cell, it's not just pain. You go through the pain, yeah, but there are other many complications that go through as a result of that. Whether that be, people even have organ failure. Some people have gone through. Right. Okay, Jay, yeah, you're here. So yeah, I was saying what other complications have you gone
So
through
much.
besides the pain?
Yes. So where I stop? What was I saying?
I was just asking
Stop
about the
this.
complications, yeah, because people think it's just pain, but there are other complications, health related, that we go through as a result or to sickle cell.
Okay. When it comes to complications, I think I really dealt with so much and still dealing with so much, but I thank God that I may be on crutches, but my brain is active, my hands are good. I'm only on crutches because of sickle cell complications. Talking about sickle cell complications, I've dealt with a vascular necrosis of the hip, left hip, and as I speak to you right now, I don't have a hip. I don't have a hip, and I have two leg ulcers. My left knee is bad. So generally, sickle cell has taken a serious toll on my left leg, and that's the reason why you see I'm on crutches. But nonetheless, it's been an awesome journey. I had
This is why I said, like, you're inspired by him. Like, who said that who will be going through so much and say nonetheless? He is just that kind of person that he just like makes you forget your issues in your life. Because when somebody is on crutches and they're like, nonetheless, I've had somebody that's lost literally their mobility completely as a result of this, he's on crutches and he is still saying, wow, this is why we all need people like this in our life. We all do. Like, he's had ulcers, he's had issues with, like, he's not able to move on right now, crutches, wheelchair or something, and yet he has such a positive outlook on life, yet he is still doing so much, speaking, advocating, like, what else can you ask for? He was a super warrior, but no, he is, you have superheroes and they have gods. He's the god of a super warrior. Because to go through all of that and still be so positive, Jay is back with us.
sorry, network, like I said, bear with us.
Just
So what I'm saying,
that, God.
yeah. Okay, so as it is right now, like if I tell you I'm in pain, you wouldn't believe, but it's just the fact. I've just learned to suppress my pain, to just rise above it, to be positive. There's no day that I don't feel a pinch of this pain or the other. You get it is either the hip, the two leg sores. I'm always on bandage. You can see that. You get so I've pretty hard.
This is our life. This is our life. But what are you going to do? Are you going to sit down and complain? Are you going to keep, oh, why me, why me, why me? No. There are days I literally have to. The other day, I had to literally bandage my foot to go and pick up my kids from school. But I have to get up and go and do it. Because why? I'm a mom. I have to get up. I have to do what I need to do. I can't just sit around and be like, oh, why me? Why me? I don't even know who made Abonike, but at this point, Abonike, you need to sponsor me. You got to sponsor the Power Hour. Deep Heat, you got to get in touch and sponsor the Power Hour, because the way I use this product, and I'm giving you promotion, so you better get in touch and sponsor me or something. Deep Heat, Abonike, I don't know which company of bandage, but any company that makes bandages, because this is a thing that I have to use. I have to find ways. And when you use all of this and they still don't work, what you have to do? You end up in hospital, Yeah,
Okay.
Jay.
Okay. So I've been in situations where it was just a thin line between life and mind. You are in that, I don't know, to warriors out there that have gone through severe crises and complications. I don't know if you've ever felt this way where like a minute sleep sounds as if it feels as if you slept for an hour, because you get when you find a minute or 2 minutes sleep, it feels as if you slept for an hour, because you're always fighting. You're trying to, you turn to your left, it's pain. You turn to your right, it's pain. There's just no comfort. There's no comfort zone. There's no comfort position. It's a state where you say, God, just take my life. I don't want, just take, I want this to stop. There are times where the pain medications you get, the pain outweighs, our pain outweighs the pain medication. And doctors keep looking at you like, no, he's already addicted to it or this, but they don't really
Yeah,
understand. There
they
are
don't.
times where when this pain comes in, God, it's only God's grace. It's only God's grace that we're here, because I've been in that position where the pain meds didn't, it was just like it was nothing. My
Nothing,
pain would
nothing.
outweigh. Yeah, you understand.
Yeah,
And you're just praying for sleep to come. You cry. There's no comfort. It's something that I don't wish upon my own enemy, honestly, because honestly, and that is why we need to encourage our youths. We need to encourage the public. Please know your genotype. You do not want to see your child in
your
that situation where all you can say is sorry, or you're running
child.
helter skelter. You understand? Look at me today. I was a tall, handsome, doing very well. I played basketball in school. I played football,
Still
but
has
everything
you're still
you get. But October 2014, a date I'll never forget. Everything changed. You get, and I've been cut off. Till date, I've not been able to graduate, because it was when I just had my project topic and I was about to start, and that was when crisis came. And stage by stage, it just kept going from one complication to another until I lost my hip. I'm carrying two bandages on my leg. My knee is bad. And thankful to God that ever since this complication struck in, crisis automatically stopped. Because I can imagine being in this condition and then going through crisis. The last crisis I had while I was in this condition was, I told God, this is the last. I cannot handle this. I said, God, you just do something. You just have to do something. Either you take my life, or you just reduce this pain. And ever since, I've not gone through crisis. And one thing with sickle cell is it has helped me to be really spiritual. I've drawn close to God, because it's only God. Trust me. It is not by our power. It is not by the medications. It is not by the doctors or the new science research coming up. It is God all the way. All right. So I've pretty had it, and I'm still dealing with it so much. But I've learned to smile above my pain. I've learned to just carry myself.
That is what I find so amazing. How do you stay so positive? Because like I know people, only headache will make them miserable. Like they don't want to
You
talk.
get.
Oh my god, why, oh my god. How do you manage? I know people say that about me, but there is nothing compared to like the way I see you, your positivity, and like into creating music, into an artistic form. Like, how do you manage to do all of this?
Okay. First things first, shout out to every warrior keeping it strong. Shout out to every warrior fighting. Shout out to every warrior, staying strong. Okay, first I'll say it's God number one. But I told myself, I said, there must be a reason why I'm here. Okay, God has a reason for this. And how I manage, I honestly don't know how the strength comes from, but I know it's just God being there for me. Okay, so one thing with God is He doesn't let us go through a battle where He knows we cannot contend with it. Every battle in life, He's always there. He wants to see how strong you are. He wants to see how faithful you are. I could have given up. I could have just overdosed myself and go 6 feet below. But there are times I go blasphemous, you get, and that was when the pain was at its peak, you know. But talking about staying positive, it's me telling myself that no, I cannot let this situation define my happiness. I cannot let this situation define who I get to be. Okay, yes, I'm on crutches. Yes, I am in pain, but I am not dead and my brain is still active. So, what can I do? How can I move on? Because whatever situation you find yourself in, you cannot give up at that spot and just let life take its full course and you just give up. Though you just have to keep moving. All right. So I'm thankful to family. I'm thankful to friends, special friends who really understand and are always sticking around, always there. Shout out to every family member out there. Shout out to every special friend out there. Thank you for the support. It means so much. You're part of the reason why we smile because knowing that you are not alone in the fight keeps you going. So staying positive is what I told myself. Every morning I wake up, I said, Jay, you're not dying. Jay, you have a purpose. Jay, you must do this. I just give positive affirmations to myself and the smile just comes in. That is just it. And I give God the glory for the ability to put words together and music is formed. So I use the music to, calm my situation because music it's a universal language and it's just the best way
Yeah.
to pass out a message. So that is that for staying
Yeah.
positive.
About music, like I remember one of the songs that you did. I actually even used it on one of the campaigns for the Dora
Yeah,
Foundation. Just literally like, when something just speaks everything that you're thinking, and and I was
exactly.
like, wow, he's talented, like put that together. And I know how sometimes your pain can become your artistic form, because like
Oh,
me, I put my pain into like writing
purpose. You
something,
understand? Yeah, exactly.
whether in pain, whatever I am, I can, put that energy and direct it into something. And it's so beautiful doing it in a music form. So, do you have anything for us? Any rap? Anything?
What you want to list? I have Blessed Child, who was my first track
That is
ever
it. My favorite.
produced produced by a very special friend who I'm definitely going to give a shout out to, Godwin Bitty Young, also known as G Duck Dunio. He co-produced the song alongside PIP, and he's one of the reason I smile. He's truly a brother. He's no longer a friend. He's a brother to me, and he's been there all the way until date. He's there. There's no time I call on Godwin and he's not there. He's always there. So he's one of the reasons why I smile. And being a producer, we sat down and we said, how can we pass a message? And we started writing. And let me do Blessed Child for you before we go.
Yep, that's your challenge.
Can we hear this? This was October 17th, the year 2014. Between life and death, I was somewhere in between. I couldn't hold it. Needles always pressing my skin. Why ask why? Like say I know we got the king, the lion of the Judah. A yeah, yeah, yeah. I've been through hell, no beyond. I'm like, this is hell, this is hell. Which one do you choose? Papa couldn't help me. Mama was confused. I can't leave God alone. I can't. A mind of a conqueror, a bona fide warrior, a man with 9 lives, if a devil called me senior. It was me, my man, Junior. We always knew we gon' be on TV and radio. Benny Bidi Bitchy, I came my soul, I conquered job. It feels good when I sing my song, and I bet you feel better when you try to sing along, y'all. I never thought I'd make it through this pain like this. Many times I cry and I wipe my tears alone. That I'm a blessed child.
Oh
So that's
God,
that
that's
for Blessed Child.
it never
A
gets
snippet
old
of it.
for me. It never gets old. I remember the first time you said to me, and it literally was just like, it just spoke like the same way that you think it, like, I not be God picking, that's what you're thinking. It shakes your faith and everything about you, and you have to be really strong to keep going, and thank you for that. And I'm going to write all the details in the comment section, so please guys, let's support JayBarry. He is so talented. And let me, what advice would you have for like any warriors? I know we talked, briefly about the general public, but for like any warrior, what advice that like, what, I'm tired, that they're just at that breaking point. What advice would you have for them?
This network.
Stay strong.
Yeah.
Or anyone that just feels like I can do this and that's watching you. What advice would you give to them?
Okay. To every warrior listening, I am not a demigod. I am not more special than you that I smile like this. We are the same. We have the same condition. Yeah, we have our different fights, but one thing binds us together, the strength we possess. So all I want to tell you is don't you ever give up. You know,
Yeah.
love yourself.
Yeah.
When you love yourself, others will love you. Um, when that pain comes, when that pain strikes, try to see how you redirect the energy. You know,
Yeah.
sometimes there is inspiration in pain. Pick up your pen or pick up your phone pad and just start typing. Start writing something. Encourage yourself. Eulogize yourself. Tell God, I am beautiful. I am special. I am strong. I am bold. I am intelligent. You just have to find a way to keep pushing. Whatever makes you happy. Poetry, reading, movie, games. Just try to stay happy. And most importantly, drink a lot of water. Stay hydrated, guys, please. Thank you. I see you. Staying hydrated plays a long, long, long part. And yeah, when you stay hydrated, you stay away from the hospital because what you need is water. And I know some warriors are not really good with drinking water, but I want to encourage us. Please drink a lot of water. Stay true to your routine medications. Know your levels. Know your triggers and stay away from it. Watch your stress level and keep malaria at an arm's length. Be strong, be positive. You are beautiful, you are amazing, you're awesome. God has a purpose for you. And they say the presence of a problem is not the absence of God. So trust me, God is in that situation. You just have to give it all to Him. Talk to Him, He will respond. All right. And always remember 5 words. Don't you ever give up. Don't keep fighting. There is light at the end of the tunnel.
Thank you. Oh my God. Thank you so much. It's been such an amazing thing. Oh my God. Thanks, Father. This will be the last time you guys JayBarry, we will be doing more stuff together, especially during this month.
I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes. Sorry, I think I forgot. Yeah, I said it's not the last time my audience. This is not the last time you'll be seeing Jay. We'll be doing more.
Yeah, sure.
Chat forward, and please, if somebody wants to reach out, support you, how can they do that?
Okay. This is a moment where I wish I can go on my knees and appeal to the public, because I need your help, because I need a hip replacement surgery, I need a knee replacement surgery, and the treatment of the ankle sore. So it's quite an intricate situation right now. And I have a GoFundMe out there, a GoFundMe campaign that I'm using to appeal for funds to get to raise money, and hopefully by God's grace travel abroad and have the best care, because the first surgery I had here was a flop, and it has really cost me a lot of pain ever since. The surgery didn't go well, it failed, and I am begging, please. I have a GoFundMe account.
If you can send me the link on the private chat, I will then put it so I can create.
All right.
So let's really just help out. It doesn't matter what. I will do my own pledges on behalf of my, and let's just help out. It is not easy living this kind of life and constant pain. He has literally lost his mobility as a result of this. So it's really a serious issue. And he's also on social media. It doesn't matter where, just type JayBarry BlessedChild, you will find him. I am going to, let me just send it. So you can send me the link and I will share
Okay.
Okay, I will share it as a comment as well. Send it to me on the chat and I'll be able to put it up on the banner so I can share it with the audience. So yeah, let me.
Done.
I've sent you a message, so just send it through there.
Yeah, I've sent it.
So I'm gonna just put this up, please. Guys, let's just support. Every little counts, every little count. Let's see, a talent is just ways. So let's do our best support. All right, I'm just putting. But thank you so much. Okay. All right, I'm having it there. This is the GoFundMe, and I'm also going to have it on the. I'm also going to put it on the comments so you'll be able to directly click on it, the comment section. I'm going to also add it on within the description. Yeah, so if you see, I've just sent the link there. If you check on the comment, is there. It is also here. It is also here, and I'm going to have it. Let me actually go on it as well and share it so people will see exactly, what you're trying to get, what you're trying to achieve because of that. So this is it. So somebody will know what is needed. So I'm just going to share it right now. so they know exactly what is required and how they can support. It's one thing to say, oh yeah, keep going, stay strong, whatnot. Another thing, he doesn't live in the UK. It's not like in the UK where you can get things like this, done under the NHS or whatnot. He lives in Nigeria, in Africa, and we already know in Africa things like this are not easy. So this is the GoFundMe campaign that he has on right now. That's the GoFundMe. So just so you know what you're looking at, this is it. And simply just go there, donate. I will also share that on my own socials, and so you know this is the authentic one. He has it there. So when you go on it, you know that this is authentic. This is his one. Because sometimes people will try to go and counterfeit something quick. You already know.
Honestly, a lot
People
of
are trying to
issues out
hustle
there.
using other people. So
Other people's pain. It's
exactly.
the
So that's what I'm
reason. Yeah.
showing. The authentic one. The link that I have posted is the right link, and what is on the comment section as well. I've put it on the comment. I'm also going to add the link on the description. And before we go, one final thing that I also need your help with. There is a petition going on. So if you know with all sickle cell, when I was reading earlier, I told you about daily antibiotics, meaning we have to take antibiotics on a daily basis. Like, whether you're in pain, you're not in pain, this is something that we have to take our antibiotics, because this is what helps to just kind of keep, us so this is I'm going to share the petition with you so you will see. This petition, basically, this one, it doesn't require you to do anything but to just sign it. That's all the help I'm going to need from you.
Yeah, I'm definitely
So there is
gonna
a
share it.
deadline. Yeah, there's a deadline for this petition. And the deadline is coming very close. It's in December. And the government, in order for them to even debate on this topic, they require, I'm going to share it now with you, they require 100,000 signatures. It doesn't matter which part of the world you're in, you can sign this petition and just put your own signature just to help for us. Because if at the moment, if you're in the UK, so those our repeat medications we get, like the antibiotics that we need for our sustenance daily, right? Those ones that it's not like emergency, not like when you go to hospital, that's repeat prescription. If you are making a certain amount right now, you don't get that for free. You have to pay for it. So can you imagine somebody that you can barely look at yourself, you can barely even just manage your life and having to go for it. And in order for sickle cell to be placed on the NHS prescription charge exemption list, for even the government to just discuss this, we they need 100,000 signatures. So there are now 19,470. So please, I've got this on my page and everywhere. Just go on to it. If you go parliament, petition.parliament.uk, and the information is all there. Add sickle cell to the prescription charge list. That's the name of the petition. And so they are able to include us on the list. That way, doesn't matter your income or whatever, you would not require to pay for your prescription. So please, this is so important to us. If you sign this, I will appreciate this. And if you can please support my brother here, please, I will appreciate it. I'll be keeping you updated with everything. And I want to thank you so much for coming onto my platform, helping
Thank
to
you
raise
so much.
awareness. And please continue being the super warrior fighter that you are. You are
Yes, sir.
inspiring so many, like myself. You are inspiring many, many
Thank
people.
you.
And you
You're
don't
doing
even
great yourself, you know.
know. Thank you.
You're
I'm
doing quite
not at your level
amazing.
yet, but I try.
Oh, come on. Oh, come on. So shout
But
out to everything you're doing. Proud of
thank
you.
you,
Keep
bro.
going, and the Lord is our strength. And we will not die. We are here in this fight till the
We're here.
end
I'll
of
be
it.
here
We're
with my
here.
walking stick at the age of 90. So today,
Thank you so
I want
much. And
to talk about. So be looking at. I'll be here till my 90.
watch out. Watch out. We're here. Oh,
Please,
yeah. So,
my pillow. Let me sit down. Hello, my Facebook friend. Thank you. We've been doing it for 50 years. We'll be
we'll be
here.
here
And
fighting.
he'll be here.
Yeah.
So let's please support it. Thank you so much,
Thank
Jay.
you so much. Thank you so much.
And
I'll be
thank you
shooting a video
for watching.
soon for Blessed Child. And watch out for
Ah,
that too.
I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait.
Yeah,
And we have
yeah.
another campaign coming up. So I will need more of, more tracks for the new campaign because
All right.
if it's a campaign about us, I want somebody representing us,
Sure.
to on it. So definitely to show that there is more to us than just pain.
Just pain. Thank you so much
We can
for
try.
having me.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Please have a blessed night. And thank you all for being patient with us. If you do need
Yeah.
information whatsoever, please feel free to reach out to me. Follow JayBarry, whether it's on Facebook, he's on Instagram. I'm
Instagram.
sure if you go to the moon, he'll be there.
I will be there.
Somewhere.
I'm always there. If you need to
Anyway,
talk,
so
please
follow him.
reach out. If you need to talk, however, just reach out. I'm
Yeah.
always online. Please
Yes, he is.
talk to
He is.
someone. Talk to someone. Please don't
He
don't
is.
don't
If you're
don't
feeling
hide.
down, he is the person like me and him, like, whenever we have conversation, I just leave it feeling like, oh my God, I could do this. Like he just gives you that and
You
like he
know.
empowers you. So definitely reach out to him. And we'll continue to have more collaborations and come together, and show that we can do more than just we're in pain. We can do more. Thank you so much,
Thank
Brian.
you so much. Shout out to every warrior out there. Shout
All
out to
right,
every
everyone.
foundation.
Good
Doing amazing.
night.
Bye.
And please don't forget, all the information will be in the comment section and description as well. Good night.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Regards to the kids.
I will. I'll give them a kiss for you. We can't wait to come to Nigeria. We'll come. When
Ah,
I come in,
we're
I
here to
have
welcome you.
we have to meet up when I come. I can't come and not
Most
come.
definitely.
All right, bro. Take care.
All right. Bye. Take
Bye,
care.
everyone.
Bye.